Next, we're going to look at tools specifically for requirements management. There are tools that are specifically made for this, and they have a long list of really nice properties, but you first have to get access to those tools, and most of them are quite expensive. So if you cannot afford them or it's not within the budget, you might stick to the more general tools or the everyday office tools that we're also going to talk about in a few seconds. But those special purpose tools, they have some very nice properties, like they help you to manage different types of information very efficiently. So you can mix natural language refinements and conceptual models, sketches, test plans, and change requests all within the same tool. They also help you to manage relationships, so the traceability aspects that we talked about in a previous lecture, and they allow for unique identification. Everything gets a unique ID, so every artifact is uniquely identifiable. They also provide you editors to manage information. They have multi-user access. You also have access control, who needs to see what, who is allowed to access what, and you have version management and very nice other things. They also, and this is very important, provide you different views on information. So you have a developer view, you have a tester view, you have views on partial systems, something that can be very valuable in your everyday life as a requirements engineer. They also help you to organize and manage information, so grouping them, hierarchically structuring them, assigning them special attributes, annotating or commenting additional information. They also often have capabilities to generate reports and summaries, so report of all the change requests and their status, reports on the state of requirements implementation, how far are we with those requirements that should be implemented. And they also help you to generate appropriate outputs for the system release, so that everything just falls out of this, you don't have to manually compile those. So they're special purpose tools where we have a list on the Volare website that lists some tools. We also have listed you some examples here. We're not going to go into detail with those, first of all, because we don't have a license to show them to you. Second of all, because you might not be able to use each of those tools in your requirements engineering job. You might either not have the budget or the license, or there's already a tool available. And also teaching you how to use tools is not really the point of a master degree in computer science. You already know how to use tools, you just have to work yourself into them. But we at least want to give you a list of potential tools that you can look into. Besides those special purpose tools, you can of course also use standard office tools to manage your requirements. If you just take one of the requirements engineering document templates that we gave you or that we told you about, like Volare or the V-model, you can just use them in a Word document and use a word processor or spreadsheet calculators. And they're quite powerful, they're also easily available, you don't need really a lot of additional training, they're very versatile and well suited for natural language requirements. But as usual, there are also disadvantages to them because they're maybe not that flexible or not that powerful. So once again, pros and cons. They also often do not offer version control for the requirements. They do not directly support the requirements engineer. Traceability is very painful. So yeah, there are drawbacks. Some of them might be not that bad. Others you can maybe work around by complementing them with other special dedicated tools. But then you have to think about interfaces again.